What's up, everybody? We're live, man. How's it going?
Almost as good as you. Look at where you're at.
Oh, welcome to Las Vegas, people.
Viva Las Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah,
Wish I was there
I'm
with
here
you,
for a
bro. Wish I
conference.
was there with you.
I wish I was too. I wish I was going to be here in 2 weeks when you're going to be here.
Oh, God. Amazing Town's going to be amazing. But we are here for a Mandalorian final episode watch party. This is our first watch party. I'm pretty excited.
First ever, dude. This is freaking sweet. We have a cast and crew of sports fans joining us. First, we always have our man Mac. Mac, welcome, brother. How's it going, dude?
It's going really well for a dude who got 2 teeth cut out of his head today.
I can't
feel
hear
pretty
you right
damn
now,
good.
Mac. Maybe I'm missing it. I apologize.
No, Phil, you got a lot of lag, so it's okay. I got this. Yeah, Mac, he got his wisdom teeth taken out, guys. Look at this man. He looks like $1 million. Okay, let's give this man a round of applause right here. But we do have a special guest with us today. We got Dan Worms, first time on the show. Dan, how are you, sir?
Living the dream on the edge of my seat.
Appreciate you joining,
guys.
Appreciate you joining. Dan is going to be joining us in the future for some occasional Star Wars content, so we're really excited about that. So we have all of our shows downloaded, and we're going to be pressing play at the exact same time. But before we get started, any theories, guys? What do we got? Any theories? Dan, go first. Brand new, after you.
I've got some theories that go beyond this season, but some for this episode for sure. I was just telling the guys behind the scenes, I've checked out like a ton of plot leaks ahead of time because I want to know who's right, who's wrong, who's just making stuff up. There's supposed to be some pretty important cameos here in this episode that I'm really excited for. And then one really, really wild thing that like I would be blown away if it happens. So I'm really excited to see what goes on. Long form prediction, you want to know my favorite thing right now? Is I'm quite certain that the armorer is the long lost sister of Bo-Katan.
That would be nuts.
Okay, so you don't think she's the spy?
I don't think she's the spy. I think that I just rewatched the episode right before we went live, and like when you open the title screen now, it says spies, and then underneath it, it says like, oh, they find some surviving Mandalorians, and I'm like, that's kind of leading towards those the raggedy guys that they find on the planet that they're like, hey, where'd these dudes come from? That somehow know exactly where the Forge is, but don't mention at all that there's an Imperial base in the Forge. I'm quite certain they were the spies.
That sounds right. That would also lead me to believe that too, just based purely on if we assess just them by themselves, they're the only group that are plural. There's 3 of them. So like if it was to just be a singular reference about multiple spies, that would make sense that it was those guys.
Mac, what do you think though? What are we going to get in this episode at the end? What's going to be like the oh my goodness moment? Any theories?
Well, I mean, yeah, I've heard a lot that like, they wouldn't have shown the Mythosaur in the 2nd episode of this season if we weren't going to get it again. So there's a heavy chance that I think if there's any kind of fighting going on Mandalore, boots on the ground style, then Bo-Katan's going to go get reinforcements, and it's really going to be the Mythosaur. I think another thing for me that I'm kind of intrigued by is kind of how we were talking backstage about maybe the potential for like Ahsoka to pop up, or I think the thing that would really make my head spin is if we just or the remnant of the Empires on their back foot, and then Thrawn pops up and we get like maybe get to see him from like the bridge of a flagship or something like that. I would flip.
We kind of have to have a teaser of him, right? Like,
they
wouldn't have timed the trailer right in between all this for no good reason, really.
Yes, bro.
So for me, and I'm only saying this because the last time when they ended the Mando, I mean, they ended with Luke Skywalker, right?
Right.
So not only do I feel like you have to kind of outdo that, but you also have to bring in a character that majority of the audience is going to know.
Right.
And I feel like, honestly, we should get Boba Fett because he owes Mando, right?
He is a Mandalorian.
He owes him because Mando came at the end of Boba Fett, so he owes him.
Yep.
And we probably should get Ahsoka, right? I really hope. I said this earlier, but I really hope we get Mace Windu. That's like, dude, if Mace Windu shows up, bro, okay, you outdid Luke Skywalker. I'm sorry, like I love Luke, but if that guy showed up, this is the first time we've seen him since when he got thrown off the building, right, bro? Especially if it's Samuel L. Jackson.
Right.
So my question for you guys, what do you think the probability of Gideon surviving this episode is?
50-50, I would say.
Dude, I was going lower than that.
I think Gideon's going to fight it at the end.
Exactly.
Personally.
I think we got like a 20% chance he makes it out of this episode.
I think the Mandalorians are going to start to win, and then Thrawn's going to show up with fleet, and he's going to say, like, you wanted these people so much, stay here, and he just keeps them with all the rest of the Mandos surrounding to take him out.
So do you think he's going to die at Thrawn's hands or at Bo's hands?
I think it's going to be at Din's hands because he's in the interrogation room or whatever right now.
Right.
Or what if like Grogu just like crushed his skull or something?
I was going to say, what if Grogu just pulls like a Super Saiyan, right?
Imagine someone steals your dad.
Okay, so most unpopular opinion that probably any of us can throw out. I've heard, as I said backstage, that this is going to be probably the most controversial episode, or without a doubt, the most controversial episode of Mandalorian. But I've heard this is going to be pretty controversial even amongst animation, any of the other live action shows, Book of Boba Fett, Andor, any of that. So I don't think they'll do it because Star Wars fans are really pissy when you do the wrong thing. But if I had to throw a percentage chance, I say there's about equal. I think, whereas I said there's going to be a 20% chance that Moff doesn't make it out of this episode, I think there's probably equally a 20% chance that Din doesn't make it out of this episode.
I could see him getting gravely injured and then them just throwing him back to tank next season.
Right.
Because Favreau was just talking at Star Wars Celebration about like how many years they can keep pushing this show.
Right.
So I don't think they would be like committing that far ahead, unless like.
What if they pull him out of the world between worlds in Ahsoka?
See, that's what I'm saying. Is like there's a chance for stuff.
That's
like
another
that.
thing they're leading towards, is like really getting into that world between worlds stuff.
Oh, I hope so, dude. I hope so.
Have you checked out that orange lightsaber stuff from that Ahsoka trailer?
The what?
The lightsabers, the two not Sith in the Ahsoka trailer.
I haven't looked into the whole orange thing, but I definitely saw that was like a important, or that had a specific reason.
They're dark orange, and like if you notice on every other lightsaber, they have a white core, and then they're surrounded by color. Those are the only lightsabers we've ever seen that have a colored core. It's dark orange.
Right.
And you know what? Kind of a side topic, but this is how much like I really like Mace Windu. I heard this from a fellow Star Wars fan of mine today, and maybe you guys can verify this. But I guess he's like part Sith, like a little bit.
His lightsaber style,
which is why he has the purple lightsaber. But he is like one of the best Jedi to control the darkness in him, which is why Yoda even admitted that he's like equally as powerful as him, if not more powerful than him.
Well, so the whole deal.
Go ahead.
With that, the whole deal with that is that basically, not only like Dan was saying, he made his own lightsaber fighting style that no one had known beforehand. It's a variant of an already existing lightsaber style. Like Darth Maul uses Juyo, which is Form 7, and it's like really acrobatic. It channels your aggression and your anger towards your, opponent. But Vapad, which is his specific variant of Juyo, it basically, instead of having you like give yourself entirely over to the darkness, and channeling all your aggression, it basically kind of has you like walk this line so you never completely go over to the darkness. And that's kind of more or less why his lightsaber is purple, because it's, think of it as being like, so the blue wielders in the Jedi Order are guardians, and they focus 75-80% of their training on saber combat and the other portion on force training. Green lightsabers are the opposite. They focus on the living force and the cosmic force and just their connection to the force in general for, 75-80% of their training, and then just the rest on saber combat. And then I could continue to break that down, but just for the sake of me finishing this up and us starting, basically think of him as a blue wielder, but the reason why he's like purple is because he's a Jedi Guardian with a blue, and as a Padawan he did have a blue. We've never seen him as a Padawan in any kind of media other than probably comics, but he originally had a blue lightsaber. When he became a master, he created his own fighting style and thus kind of took on his essence, basically, as we know now. When you create your lightsaber and when you imbue your force sensitivity into your crystal, that's what manifests the color. Before that, all kyber crystals are white. And so since his path in the force is basically that of a blue wielder, but he trickles in some of that darkness that's red, typically that's what makes it purple.
Yep. You see that, guys? This is why we have them on the show. Okay. And Gene,
I love nerding out about lightsabers.
You're the man, bro. Appreciate you, Gene. Okay, so we're gonna wait for Phil to get back in here, and then I think we're ready. Are you guys got your shows loaded up?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm ready to get.
Let me see. Let me check the private chat real quick. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start. Let's. I guess he can still hear us. He's having some internet issues there, so let's go and start this. We're going to do a countdown. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to press play. Remember, let's not let the YouTube camera hear or see our show. We're going to start this one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press play. I'm playing. You're all good?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Starting recap.
Now, do you guys want to skip the recap or watch it?
Watch it.
Watch it.
Okay. Watching the recap. Okay, let's do this.
Experience.
So for anybody in the chat, if you're watching this, we're watching a recap right now. I'll let you guys know when the actual show is starting in case you're just waiting to press play and you skip the recap. This is our
We're at the 40 seconds.
This is our first watch party, so we'll get better at this.
Yeah, this is pretty high-tech stuff.
I gotta turn my subtitles on.
Light Blue Lantern? This is why we have them on the show, bro. I mean, hey.
I never turned the subtitles off.
Imperial Super Commandos, Mark II.
Sixer, I appreciate you, sir.
So while we're just checking out this recap, a lot of people were suggesting that his troopers are former Mandalorians. But in the previous episode, Bo calls them straight out, says, those aren't Mandalorians.
Right.
I don't think they are Mandalorians, to be honest.
Yeah, they're just like troops.
They're just stormtroopers in Beskar armor.
That's why they suck at combat.
Oh, I can't believe this is actually going down.
Right, dude. I'm trembling over here.
Okay, and for the chat, the intro's playing. We're going over all the different helmets now.
Here we go.
Factory Comics. What's up there? And no spoilers in the chat if you've already seen the episode.
I knew comms were gonna get cut going through the storm, bro. Oh, that was
I
smart.
forgot to put my phone on airplane mode.
I still
Nobody's going to call me at 1 a.m.
don't trust him. I don't trust him.
Okay. Oh,
Jeez.
snap.
I love these sound effects on the Beskar.
Ooh. Yes.
Oh, nice. Nice touch.
It's like, that's my dad. Spray in the back to spray on him.
Is that a healing spray?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot he had that from
Just
season
complaining.
1.
Mr. Jones. Yeah, Fortnite Madness.
Tight. Ooh, nice title.
Soon, Doc, soon.
The Return.
They're filling this in your message.
Sick.
Oh, this looks so good. Jesus.
Oof.
That's just beautiful.
Yeah, that is a beautiful release, I guess.
Why does the enemy always have better stuff?
So many fighters, bro.
His voice is so good.
Oh god, this is about to be so freaking sick.
What?
Whew. Bro, I got chills, bro.
They just said scum.
Oh, okay.
For everybody just joining the chat, we're watching the Mandalorian final episode here. We're at 7 minutes, 24 seconds and counting.
Ooh. Not the mouse droid.
Mouse droids.
Is it R5 or R4? His name.
R5.
I love his little redemptive arc,
Facts.
going from useless to tiny little hero.
Dang, Dan, are you already limping, homie?
Am I what? Oh, you said Din, not Dan.
That dude's a pretty quick thinker amidst the chaos.
Yeah. Some people thought he was going to be the spy, but
And he still
he's
might
really
be
on top of things.
evacuating the whole area.
Yeah, you never know.
I don't know. He seems genuinely concerned. Just saying.
Yeah.
Right? If he was a spy, he'd be like, "Ah, fuck it, we did it. You know, we did
And
it."
like when they got to the mines in the last episode, you could see his eyes almost like tearing up. This is just jetpack heaven. So,
God, I love this show.
Damn, bro. Okay.
I think didn't have shields.
right?
Oh, shit.
Ooh, the laser gates.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was brilliant to bring those back.
And guys, we're at 11 minutes, 10 seconds now.
Imagine that's your job, just standing there all day.
Oh, yeah, nice. Oh, does he have a shield? Like on his back?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, that was a pretty boss knife throw.
Yeah.
The hell was.
Bro, this
You
is
really
cool.
haven't
This is
seen-
kind of like just rounds. Like this man's like, all right,
Mhm.
I can take 2 more.
It's like his own
And
little
he gets a
gauntlet.
better weapon every time too. That'd be cool.
Like we haven't seen Din that physical all season, so it's really good to see
Ooh.
it now.
Right.
Especially with hand-to-hand combat like that.
Yeah.
Damn. That's right. These guys are definitely not Mandos.
Nah. Get out of there, mouse.
Nice. Sick.
That seems like a powerful weapon.
I love the way that blaster sounds.
Yeah, that was a good sound.
Friend. Those little mini bots. Look at them.
I was about to say, just fly away, homie. You done your job.
Getting major Akbar vibes here. This one's famous trap.
Those are
all Gideon clones.
Those are all Gideons.
Do you recognize someone, Grogu? Oh, no.
You can probably feel them, though.
But it's kind of weird he dropped his breather, though. Bro, are they all coming out, or do you set it to destruct?
That's the tease. Who knows? A lot of people were thinking that they're going to be Force-sensitive clones, and I was saying no way, but I might be wrong.
Oh, I like that. Got a little more lush life somewhere on Mandalore.
So not all of it was destroyed.
Sick. Hey.
So yeah, we got to talk about the armor after. I've been nerding out about her hard.
Bro, can I be a Mando, please? Just want to be a Mando.
People adopted
Sick.
Jedi as a real religion. There's no reason we can't do this.
They're definitely killing it with the flight and aerial shots in this one.
Oh,
Right?
nice.
Oh my gosh.
Great special effects.
Oh. Fly, my girls, fly. Oh my god.
It's the first time we've seen her take flight, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. That was one of the leaks, was that she was going to get a jetpack finally. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my god.
Oh, guys, I'm going to be even more. I'm going to be just as upset if it was Din died. I need her to live.
Ooh.
This is already better than anything I could have expected.
What is this? Holy crap. Oh my god.
Where are you hiding, Moff? Snap.
You're right about the Force-sensitive clones.
His legs sound like robot legs.
Those blasters are kicking, bro. Yeah, I do think he's more mechanized for sure.
Maybe it's kind of like a
Probably makes him
load-bearing suit,
stronger.
like an Iron Man suit to a degree.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say it probably makes him punch harder, all that stuff.
Right. Oof.
Oh yeah.
I'm happy his clones didn't live, though.
All right, where are you at, Grogu? Ah, the Praetorian Guards! Yeah, Jane, you're much more agile. You can handle these guys.
There we go.
Yes, sir. Smoke these kids. Damn. Okay, now you got to use the Force, Grogu. Now you literally have to do it, dude.
I am just in love with her.
Oh.
I get to meet the armorer in a week and a half.
Oh yeah?
The armor just doesn't need blasters. She's just BA, bro. Ooh, I like it.
There we go.
Nice. Yes, sir. Use the Force, Holmes.
Yeah, it's totally mechanized.
Damn. You're such a cheater, Moff. Ooh, that was sick.
Yes.
Nice. Thank you,
Here
Bo.
we go.
Oh, is Bo about to be like, this is what a Mando from birth looks like, kid?
Highlander, this guy.
Turn you into a nugget, kid. No, bro. You guys don't have blaster resistant armor. Yes, sir. There we go.
Oh, better late than never, right?
Oof.
See, that armor's holding up pretty well against that dark saber. Just saying.
Yeah, that's tough as hell.
Oh.
I guess the Beskar is pretty resistant to it.
I guess it is.
Nice. Dude, watching them fight together like this is so freaking hype.
Yeah. That's perfect.
Woo! That's type nice.
Oh, shit.
Not the whole ship coming down. Get out of there, Axe.
Do you think this crash is going to wake up the Mythosaur?
Take out Moff's jetpack. Shut up. No way. No, bro. Screw you,
That
Moff.
breaks my heart right there, dude. No, dude, they just broke the thing.
That must be the thing that broke everyone's heart.
Okay, you just lied. Yes, sir. Oh, where'd your weapon go?
Oh, this is going to be big. There you go, bro. He's a smart one.
Sick idea, bro. Sick idea.
I was gonna say, I hope he didn't forget he had a jetpack on.
Mommy and Daddy. They're fighting as a family. This is amazing.
Nice. Please tell me he's done for. Meaning Moff.
Would that do it though? I mean, we saw them take on the flamethrowers.
Yeah!
Beautiful.
Grogu's sick with it.
Okay. Coming in clutch. Coming in clutch.
That's such a sick shot, bro.
Yeah, baby Yoda fucking John Wick. Yeah.
Oh, the homies came back. It's like, yeah, it's nap time now.
Wow. Way too much time.
Oh, the
for this
living
to be the
waters,
end.
isn't it?
Yeah. This is the living waters.
Sick.
We're going for
Oh,
a
it's-
dive.
Oh, bro, that's Ragnar. I thought we were about to get Grogu taking the Creed. So you do get baptized. Sick.
Yeah, I forgot his other
This is
baptism
what-
got cut short. It's his time.
Nice. Let's go.
Yes. Oh God, Minister comes out for him.
Bro, is he going to speak right here? Sick.
Yes. Mando Daddy.
On a boss move right there.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
Why isn't he Grogu
King
jarring?
Grogu.
Oh, is it the Mythosaur?
There it is.
Yes, sir. That was an awesome transition.
It can't be the end, man. I need to see something else too. That was wow.
Light that
Is
forge.
Bo-Katan being made the new Mandalore?
I don't know. She's the one in the furnace. It's possible.
Oh, she's lighting the Great Forge.
Yeah.
She is their new leader.
Bro, that's so freaking dank.
Dude, finally. So we don't have spies.
Where are you going now, Dan?
Good question. Where is
Oh,
this?
that's where Zeb was.
Oh, in Carson Teva?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, this is that
Ghost
place.
anywhere around? Anybody?
I really thought Carson Teva was going to show up and get killed this episode. I'm happy he's alive.
Oh, There's Dave Filoni.
Filoni's in the background. Dude in the background in the
Yeah.
hat. That's Dave Filoni.
Are you going to become a marshal?
Is he going to join the rebellion? What?
New Republic bounty hunter. I like it.
Oh, dude.
I like that.
That's why you won't tell him.
He's a great negotiator.
And the Anzellan droid smiths. Grief is just the realist, bro.
Yeah, he's pretty chill.
Oh, snap.
Every season, his name changes.
No, he's back in full force.
Oh my God, it's
Sick.
Taika Waititi back. That's Taika's voice.
Uh-huh. So I guess the memory circuit in that one was not fried.
Memory circuit in that one didn't have Grogu as a target.
Right. Yeah. That's a dope little crib.
Yeah, little Jim
Like he's
Homestead.
got his feet up.
I would take it.
Look at a happy ending for a so far.
Hey, there's
Bo
gonna be
better show up in
post credit. There's gotta be post credit.
That was
It's gonna be
There's
something about
enough time
Moff.
for a post credit still.
It'll come somewhere mid credits.
oh,
I always love the concept art. It's so dank.
Yeah, right? So gorgeous. Me and my buddy Pedro, we were like really betting heavy that Din would have taken off his helmet in this last episode because he hasn't had it off all season long.
No post credit. Okay.
No, I definitely think there is going to be one, unless somebody said no. Okay, I didn't see that.
This concept art is just gorgeous, though. At least we got to see her use the saber like a boss all episode up until it was gone.
Facts.
Which I could totally see why like a bunch of people would be heartbroken that thing's done.
Yeah,
But
that's
after the loss of Paz Vizsla last episode, I was actually really hoping that they would kind of just pass it on to his son or just end it, because like it was in the Vizsla family history for so long, and then our main Vizslas were all gone.
Right.
And when last episode Din shows up on the boat behind her and tells her about her song not being written, and he just straight up tells her like, yeah, my people don't care about this at all.
I think that's it.
Oh, I love this song,
That's
but
it.
I feel like I wanted more.
It felt short still,
Yeah.
Okay.
which is weird that the last episode was so long compared to this. Like it was almost 14 minutes
Yeah,
longer.
I thought this was going to be a longer episode. I'm not going to lie.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
I'll yield the floor to anybody that would like to go first before I nerd out about all the leaks that were totally wrong.
Yeah, you and me both, dude. A lot of stuff missing there that I thought was good. Like I had heard was going to happen.
What did you hear was going to happen?
Oh, I heard there was going to be some appearances. We all thought there was another traitor, another spy.
Yeah, that no one turned out to be.
Honestly, that wasn't a rumor. That was a rumor. You know, that was even one I perpetuated. I thought there was going to be more too. But yeah, I don't know. This is crazy. This is all crazy to me.
So the leaks that I heard were that Boba was supposed to show up, Fen Rao from Rebels was supposed to show up, and the Mythosaur was supposed to be the big destruction, not the ship. And then the crazy leak that I was like, there's no way they do this, was that they something was going to happen to part of the Mythosaur, and they were saying that because you guys have talked before on one of these previous episodes that the original Beskar was made out of like Mythosaur blood mixed with stuff. That armor was supposed to make Bo like a new set of armor out of Mythosaur parts.
Huh. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't know. I loved the episode. I 100% did. It's just I thought there was the rumors I had heard similar to yours, Dan. So yeah, I'm seeing a lot of things not happen in this episode that I thought might.
Mm-hmm.
That's my reflection, Mac. What about you?
Yeah, I feel like I was pretty well satisfied with everything that happened in the episode. I think I'll be honest. I think the only thing that I'm really like disappointed about was I did want some sort of like post-credit scene, something that was showing like, hey, you know, this is like we're gonna have more. Just be patient. Da 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 da. And
Yeah,
you know,
to be
obviously,
Ahsoka.
right. And like we know there's gonna be more. Like I mean, as Dan was saying earlier, Favreau and Filoni went on record at Celebration, and I mean even before Celebration. Instead, like there's going to be at least like 5 seasons of this show, maybe not, or maybe even closer to 6. So we're obviously going to get more Mando, but I really, really, really would have liked to see kind of where that was going next. Maybe a post-credit scene that was showing whether Moff actually died or not, because everybody knows the golden rule in Star Wars is if you don't see them die, then they're probably not dead. So kind of worried about that.
I was saying with the fire, we saw them take on flamethrowers and get up like it was a mosquito bite. You know?
Right, exactly.
So, I don't know. I felt like it was rushed.
It did feel very fast, and this is one of my major critiques of the entire Mandalorian series, is that it has like no ability to convey actual time passage. Like they just cannot make anything the proper length of time. It's just like boom, 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 and you don't know that there's so much space in between all these events.
Right.
The pacing's frenetic. It's just like very short, very slow, very fast, very long.
All the action made it feel short, you know.
Yeah,
it was a very intense open.
And that's actually what upsets me. No Ahsoka, no Boba, no Thrawn. And
it made so much sense for Boba to be a part of this somehow.
That's what I was saying.
Doc,
the original Mandalorian.
And DMs. Doc, check your Instagram DMs.
And he was in the both of the previous seasons a little bit.
I love you too, Mikey. The Praetorian Guards were very definitely Mark I versus whatever we had in
sure.
the
Sequels.
sequel trilogy. Yeah, they were. That was a little. That was the. Yeah, I would say I was probably most disappointed in the Praetorian Guard. I felt like they were kind of like very very early model as far as what we saw.
They were the beta testers of the program, obviously, I guess.
I don't know why I fought so hard to get them.
The clones, like I was telling my buddies when we were talking about this for the last few days, because one of the leaks was about the clones being Gideon troopers that were force sensitive, and I was telling them, I was like, "There's no way they're going to do that." And my main point for why I didn't think it would happen, because as soon as you have a Gideon trooper with the force, what's the point in having Gideon anymore? Like, as if
Right.
that person would listen to just a regular dude. Like, I was like, there's no way that chain of command would stay established. So I am happy they killed them all, but I was shocked that they actually were doing that.
Oh yeah, once they became like wise enough and like just sense that he had no force, they'd be like, "Bro, please go back."
Yeah, like as if he's going to be the boss.
Yeah, we got this, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He'll pull Darth Vader, you know, like shh.
May have though also bred that obedience kind of thing out of them, like they did with Django, with the rest of the clone.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
And
they were able to do that with the cloning program. Yeah, that's a very good point, actually.
Yeah, that's just my gut reaction, but I still don't. I'm not a fan of there being that many Gideons. I love the actor, but at the same time, like, I don't think I need it.
It would have been a lot.
So where do you guys think we go from here?
They've already kind of talked about what happens in the next season, but back to what Mac was talking about with no post-credit scene or anything. Like, the first two seasons had obvious paths they were laying us to go on. This one just kind of, like, you could almost just end the series here if they weren't planning on going forward, and it wouldn't change too much at this very point. But what they did talk about is coming in the next season. Like, one of my favorite things about the story structure is that every season of The Mandalorian is about a Mandalorian, not just Din. So, like, season 1 is about Din, obviously. Season 2 was a very Boba-centric season, and then season 3 was like all Bo-Katan. And so the thing that they talked about for season 4 is that it's supposed to be very heavy on the Armorer, about her story.
Okay. I like that. I could take either the Armorer, or now that Grogu is officially an apprentice and adopted, I'd like it to kind of be Grogu centric.
I feel like this is Filoni getting back to that Western that he wanted to always have, though, too, because now Din's got his one horse and his little apprentice, you know, going in wherever the rebellion tells him to. The New Republic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, and in my, if we may see some more of the Armorer within that new future arc, but I feel like each of the episodes might kind of also begin to get to like maybe a bigger adventure, but definitely more single interesting adventures that we kind of had in season 1, where he's hunting people down, and that kind of enjoyment we got from those little parts and pieces in between, you know, especially the first episode. So I'm hoping that means we might get back to this. This might be, you know, that feeling. And we might have then with Grogu the same kind of feeling that we have with Omega in the Bad Batch, right? You've got this, you know, you got this young, you know, out of water kind of trying to learn the way of, you know, now battling and things of that nature. Grogu's going to get that firsthand experience. Din Grogu. We change his name every season with Disney Plus, I think, so they can just sell more just sell more dolls each time. Like, oh, I'm sorry, that's the first year we weren't sure what it was model, and now it's the Grogu, and then it's the Din Grogu. Dear Lord.
You'll get a Din Grogu Funko in like a month.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
And
we do have somebody that just joined us. There you go.
I did like how he was able to protect everybody. That was pretty dope.
Yeah, that was beautiful. But yeah, it was just a beautiful scene. My big question, I think I actually mentioned this last time you guys were live, is Like we just had this whole Mandalorian redemptive arc for the whole population now. Now they have their planet back. Now they got their forge back. Now they're all together again. So what the hell happens next to them? Because you get to the sequel trilogy in a few years, like I think a decade from now, and there's no Mandalorians anywhere to be found.
That's a good point.
I think this goes to something else they were talking about as well, was the Ahsoka series and these things that are going to kind of reset certain parts of even the sequel trilogy, you know, because of the going between the world between worlds and making the changes they may supposedly make. Maybe that's going to be something we'll find out later, that the Mandalorians go to a different, maybe they're the ones that chase back into this new special unknown region that we end up getting from Thrawn. Perhaps they all take it upon themselves to look for a new Mandalore there. I have no idea. But supposedly, going between the world between worlds will hopefully answer some of these questions or change these trajectories. So maybe, but you're right, Dan. I never saw them anywhere. Even
the only
mentioned.
trace of them in the sequel trilogy is Slave One is on Takodana, and there's a Mandalorian flag hanging there as well, and that's all we see.
You saw the Slave
So-
One on Takodana?
It's supposed to be parked by the castle when they show up. I haven't watched it since I've heard that again, but that's supposed to be there, so I got to check it out again.
Yeah, I definitely need to check that out. That sounds sick.
Theo,
Part of me
introduce
worries-
our guest.
So, good friend, first appearance on the show. We got Doctor of Comics. Doc, you're muted, by the way. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. Little upset, little channel, but I had a good time watching the series. It was good. You know, a little bit of Star Wars is better than no Star Wars at all. But
That's a fact.
I think they should have went a little bit in a different way. But I'm just here as a fan.
Love the
So
Thrawn
Grant-
shirt, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Tight shirt,
You got to represent my Thrawn.
You know who this guy was waiting to see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was wearing Star Wars tonight too.
waiting for Thrawn to come in. Just give me like 30 seconds or 20 seconds, but I didn't even get a drop. I was pretty
I wanted to see Gideon get taken out by Thrawn. To be honest, that was
Yeah.
like, you know, him making the power play that he did with the Shadow Council, and then Thrawn not having the opportunity to, you know, make him kneel in some way.
Yeah.
I think that was I seeing him bite it, but not finding a body, like Max said. You know, nobody's officially dead until you see their corpse, kind of thing. You know, I'm not sure if he's still around. I mean, I thought he was gone at the end of almost every single season so far, so why not again? But I just don't, or maybe one of his clones survive, but I just
Yeah, I was just
don't.
thinking that too.
I just don't know. This season, the ending was too fast for me. It was great, but it was just too fast. I would have loved a little bit more, even if it was just seeing them, you know, gathering together with some little Return of the Jedi celebration of some sort. I'd have taken an extra 30 seconds, even that. But it was, like Dr. Comics said, you know, some things you do different. I definitely would have maybe taken some parts of this the episode prior and added it onto this one, because this was pretty short.
Yeah, it was. I agree with you, Phil, on that. It was short. Even if you just would have given me one lightsaber, Ahsoka showing up at the end or something, and you know, if like Rage said as well and you said as well, felt rushed. It felt like it was like a little bit of no effort was put into the last episode, but more put into the second to the last episode. So it's like the second to the last episode was like, what, 52 minutes? And then this one is just 33 minutes. And I mean, it gave us a little bit of hope of what Mandalore is doing, but
Minimum Boba Fett. Minimum.
They could have had Bubba there. They could have had the Mythosaur launch out. I mean, that's what's truly going to unite all those clans together, because they're not going to all get along together. But then, you know, it's about 7 to 8 more years before what was it? before the new set of the trilogies for the Force Awakens to start coming into play or something like that. I was hoping that they did like some special ability that grow, because we know nothing about the Yoda species. I was hoping that they may age him up real fast or something because he got angry or his dad got taken and captured or something, but didn't get nothing. I really didn't get nothing. The only thing I got was the little kid jumping around and just going,
Yeah,
And the force
like
use was pretty weak at the beginning too.
yeah.
Yeah, his force use was like really babied down this season.
Yeah, I think Disney for season 4, if they don't age up Grogu, because Yoda at 100 years old was training Jedi.
Yeah,
So
they're full grown by 100, so it's like
Yeah.
kind of odd that he's so young right now. Like his adolescence just like boom for these guys. Like
Yeah, I'm
age
like, dude,
69, they're just like full grown.
I'm like, is he gonna hit teenagehood like in like 40 seconds or something? I'm like, this
I
guy.
really did think he was going to speak whenever he was standing there in front of the living waters when she brought up the fact that he was too young to speak again. It's like, this is the moment where you like let him say one word.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's such a tease.
Yeah, they should have done it like how they're doing Groot right now. You know, we've seen him as a baby.
Yeah.
But then the next time you see him, he's not a baby.
I was
Come on,
thinking the
I
same
think that's Kathleen Kennedy. She's trying to milk Grogu for all that money.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like we said, now
Yeah,
it's got a new name, so you're gonna have to get Mark III Grogu, Mark III child.
Well, overall, the show was good. It was something to watch. I'd rather watch Andor, to be honest with you. Now that's good Star Wars writing right there.
That was some incredible Star Wars, bro.
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
still
season
looking
3
forward
was
to the
still a
next
win overall.
season, you know? I'm still
Yeah,
looking forward to it.
I still liked this season. The ending was abrupt. It was a rushed ending for me, but overall, this was one of the more enjoyable Mandalorian seasons for me. I really enjoyed. But I'm also a super big Bo-Katan fan. I mean, a lot of people say this is, the most wishy-washy of the seasons, and I did enjoy the other ones, but I found no disappointment in this. I just wanted more, which just means I'm enjoying it. But yeah, Bo-Katan I'm being such a huge fan. This was a great season for me to see her come back, especially Kate Sackhoff, who I've just crushed on since Starbuck. But but yeah, overall though, Andor's definitely fantastic. I'd take more of that any day.
Well, I'm glad they announced season 2 at Star Wars Celebration.
Did you see the leaked trailer already?
No, I have not. You got a link for me, Holmes?
I have it saved on my phone. I'll DM it straight to you.
Hell yes.
Send that to us. I want to see that.
Yeah, I got all the leaked trailers from like the Acolyte leaked trailer.
Damn, well send me that one too.
The Andor one.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
They're really poor quality.
Whole new watch party, guys. Whole new watch party.
I made sure to record those ones so no one could ever take them away from me.
Were you at Celebration?
No, just some dude on TikTok was just pirating everything.
Oh wow,
cool.
And so then I pirated his stuff before it got banned.
Oh wow,
smart man.
The Andor trailer doesn't show much, but it's there.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like showing all the characters again.
They said Andor is supposed to be a faster pace this upcoming second season because it's like 3 years or 4 years right before what's the
Battle Yavin?
Rogue One. It's like 3 or 4
Rogue
years
One,
before
yeah.
Rogue One, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
supposed to be fast paced.
Nice.
It's gonna be really
One's
fast
like
paced.
a week before the Rogue One's like basically like a week before, days before the Battle of Yavin.
Like a day, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like so. Yeah, that's all BBY. It's very close BBY. But yeah, gosh, I think it built the best characters in Star Wars. Andor was the best character building and story building for like characters that you knew you didn't have to care about because you're going to lose so many of them, but you do anyways. So, I mean, I felt like I cared.
Scene,
the what?
Prison complex, the one way out, the chant going up, everybody just rising, climbing. Oh, yeah. It was just beautiful.
They kept doing that chant at Celebration. There was like 5 or 6 times I was watching the live streams and they kept doing it. And I was like, Damn, they
That was
love
amazing.
that scene.
Did you see the
Yeah.
Comic-Con where like 40 people dressed like them and they just ran
Yeah.
through the convention? I mean,
Yeah.
I would 100%. It's such an easy thing too. It's basically just white with an orange stripe down the middle. It's kind of like we could all
Yeah.
make one and just start running around a convention. It's like,
Now,
It's so perfect.
Andor should be a good surprise because they at that time period, Thrawn was around, and you have let's see, Kron, you have Tarkin, you have
Thrawn was lost just before the Battle of Yavin. That's why
Yeah.
it's we don't see him there. So
and
he's
then
in that
Gideon,
region.
and then Moff Gideon, he was part of the SS, and so I
Yeah.
mean, if they do it right, they can make it real nice and put Vader in there as well. That'd be really good.
I was
think
really
some
kind of
more Vader.
expecting to see Moff Gideon cameo or maybe like a smaller role in Andor. So I was surprised that he wasn't in that.
Yeah, I was a little surprised and held up by that one myself.
Missed opportunity, personally.
But I think the beauty of Andor was too that there wasn't tie-ins. I mean, we know
Right.
unfortunately what happens to Andor, but what made that, and that's what Marvel's doing wrong, which I know we went out of Star Wars, but they spend so much time trying to introduce new people and make all these cameos and tie all these big webs that we have one thing and all of a sudden that web starts to fall apart. And I do like how Andor just seemed to be its own thing. And I think that there's some truth to that. You know, we don't have to have a cameo every episode because it can make things. It just makes a very intricate web that can be sometimes hard to keep up with. And I'm going to hope that Andor stays a little bit insulary, but I wouldn't mind them dialing back on the. Introduce the big guys, but I don't need 50 little guys in the way to get there. you know,
Right.
You got a point.
On that point, though, about Andor doesn't have any tie-in stuff, but at the same time, some of the best things that excited people in Andor were the tie-in Easter eggs in the gallery in the background.
yes,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
yes.
Like everybody lost their mind over that stuff, like the Star Killer armor,
Oh, the Star Killer armor. That better be something real.
the tablets from the World Between World.
Yeah.
The Mandalorian armor.
They did it just right, I guess, is how they handled it. So it was there if you wanted to see it, but it didn't need to affect the plot at all.
Yes, and that's what I appreciate at least. But I would have liked to have seen somebody additional come in. But at the same time, too, what makes Luke showing up is not getting outdone every single season with some other big bad appearance at the end. Like, yeah, it was cool when Luke showed up, but oh my God, remember when so-and-so was found to be alive and shows up? You know, I kind of also like the fact Luke showed up there with freaking R2-D2 at the end of the season. And that may be like the dopest ending for a while. And I'm okay with that because that keeps it special. I mean, it's like trying to outdo the Avengers every
It's
single
tough
time.
to outdo that one.
Yeah.
Do what?
It's tough to outdo Luke freaking Skywalker. Let's be honest.
I want at least a season of
That's
respect
hard.
on.
That's
Give
hard.
the man some season of respect on his name. I mean, it's been one season. Let him carry that torch for a minute.
I think we're gonna see Luke though in Ahsoka. Not heavily, but we're gonna see Luke in there, and we're gonna see. Well, we already know we're seeing Anakin. Anakin's gonna be in there, and Vader's.
Yeah.
And it's a good, like you said, Phil. I think it is a good idea that they're not utilizing like Vader so much or Sidious so much because you don't want to water down those characters. And then to reiterate back what Dan said about Andor in the museum, the holocrons. When I saw the holocrons, the Sith holocrons, and the acolytes in there, I was just like, dude, that's. I think he's a Jedi, a fallen Jedi or something like that. That went underground, hid his Force abilities, but still has them because he has certain.
He sure knows a lot.
He knows a lot.
Yeah.
In the
Random
comments,
question for you guys. Go ahead.
Zachariah Tollison said, but Andor is so good, it's the HBO Star Wars show fans have always wanted.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that's true, but I think we're going to get it dialed to 11 when The Acolyte comes out because The Acolyte is supposed to be very dark, very much more adult. And though I love the political tension that's in Andor, Of course, if you're not like a really big Star Wars fan, like it seems like all of us are, then that's kind of a little slow for you, and it's a little hard to like get engaged and be pumped up week in and week out to watch. But with the Acolyte being that there's going to be a lot of Force, a lot of saber wielding characters, as our boy Theo likes, but it's also going to be dark. It's also going to have that hierarchy and the political tension with them trying to step on each other to like rise through the ranks and to do accomplish certain goals. And so I personally, I think the next show in line, as much as I love Ahsoka and as much as I know it's already going to be fire, it's more the fact that I know it's going to be fire, that it's not higher on my list, because I know that, it's just, it is going to smack. But when it comes to stuff that we don't know much about, I think Acolyte's probably what I'm most ready for.
I agree with you on that. Acolyte's going to shine.
Have you
The
checked out the casting for the Acolyte lit?
I have, yeah. Yeah, I'm pumped up.
So, that girl Ro from Hunger Games? I'm not sure what her real name is.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look up the
casting. She was like the main first casting that. She was like the little girl in Hunger Games that died.
Yeah, Rue.
Yeah, Rue. That's what it was. I thought it was Rue. So like,
is she the main character?
Yeah.
Is she Amanda Stenberg?
Yeah, she was announced as the first main character of the entire cast. So I assumed she was like the lead good guy in it. Turns out no, she's the villain in it.
Oh yeah.
And Daphne Keane, little X.
I can't wait to see Daphne Keane. Yes.
She just let out just like 2 days ago. She just let out that like when you see her makeup on it, she looks like a villain, but she's actually a Jedi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that surprised me. I thought it was going to be the other way around.
But it will play on the what really can be a monster, though, too. A lot of us always have these very visceral reactions to things that look different, that automatically be the bad, evil, whatever it is that they're fighting. It might be a nice little paradigm shift too in the writing to kind of bring out what we saw in cool things like Alien Mine and things like Enemy Mine with Lou Gossett Jr. back in the day. That was a fantastic version of seeing that the bad guy, just because they look different doesn't mean they're the bad guy. But at any rate, Mandalorian's made for kids. We know that. That's the reason why it's always been targeted that way. And I think this universe will be. But I do think Andor, I do think the Acolyte are definitely going to be more of the older Star Wars fan, bigger, fun things. But I mean, we're going to be getting more Star Wars announcements at D23. This isn't it. Right? D23 is this year. It is coming. We're months away. They're going to announce more shows, more movies, and they're probably going to be the same thing with Marvel.
Next year, isn't it?
D23, it's in 2024 in Anaheim again.
In Anaheim, but it's still they're having D23 this year still. It's just that's where all the Marvel announcements are going to be this time. And DC ones, because they only do San Diego Comic-Con every other year. But they were saying the D23 announcements. I just watched a big news thing about it on the Star Wars channel. The D23 announcements are still coming in a couple of months.
Oh, yeah, I think it's going to be that one's going to be in Orlando, and then it's going to 24 would be back in Anaheim. That's right. Every 2 years, they switch off. Yeah.
If you want to see that casting thing, guys, I'm screen sharing right now backstage.
Yeah, the Acolyte's going to be really good. Carrie-Ann Moss, you think she's going to do some Matrix moves?
Okay.
When I send you guys the trailer, you're going to see something.
Oh,
there's Carrie-Ann Moss is a Jedi in this, and there's a fight scene between her and the villain there with no lightsabers. It's hand-to-hand Matrix shit.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Yes!
Yeah. That sounds
It's
awesome.
supposed to be heavy martial arts in this movie.
Very martial arts heavy.
And then also the guy in the top right from The Good Place, the guy from The Good Place in the top right there, it just like breaks my brain not seeing him being an idiot. I like can't process that he's not that guy from Good Place.
Yeah,
Right.
I agree with that.
What about Lee Jung-jae?
I was about to say Lee Jung-jae. I'm
Most of these actors.
super hyped to see him.
I believe he is supposed to be the person training what's her name on the left, top right,
Daphne
top
King?
left.
He
Oh,
trains
no,
the
Amanda.
Padawans. I think he's training the Padawans or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm looking at the wrong photo. Oh yeah, maybe Good Place guy is on the bad side. But yeah, they had a clip actually of Daphne Keane. She was behind the scenes doing like lightsaber stuff with top middle there guy. It's too small for me to read the text right now.
The Acolyte has so much potential because it sets even a time period within the High Republic, but it's in a time period where that window of Plagueis, possibly younger Plagueis, is around.
Right.
Dude, man, it can go in all types of ways. It's going to be interesting. I'll give you that one right there.
This is going to be the Game of Thrones kind of version of our HBO side of the series. The other one was more of your, spy, espionage, everything else, kind of HBO Max. I got a feeling the Acolytes could be more of that Game of Thrones, people stepping on each other, backstabbing in some ways too. It's going to be that kind of thing.
That's good.
How pumped up are you guys about, or I didn't mean pumped up, how plugged in are you guys with like High Republic stuff? I've been working on Phil and Theo. I'm putting together a reading list for them, getting them all,
I'm so new when it comes to that stuff, bro. That's why I'm talking to you. Okay, that's why we have you on right now. Okay? You got to teach me all this stuff.
I got you, homie. I got you.
I went absolutely hard on High Republic.
Nice.
I collected and sold probably 5 full runs of it, and I still have like a run for myself. Yeah, my favorite thing to do in the last 2 years was selling High Republic runs to people. Because it was just tremendous.
I can sell it.
I picked up, never once has it had High Republic Star Wars, or even like Dark Horse Star Wars, kind of for that matter.
Dark Horse is unbelievable. That's just good right there.
Oh, well, what a night, guys.
Here we got our first High Republic character that's showing up on screen, Vernestra Rowe. I have her Virgin variant first cover appearance. Unknown Comics.
Second, that's a number 2, right?
Her first appearance is number 2. This is her first cover appearance.
Cover, yeah, that should be.
That's cool.
Which is the Unknown Comics number 6. I got her number 2 just back over here as well.
A number 2, 1 in 25. Oh my goodness!
I wish I had that one.
I had 17 of those things and sold them all.
17, 1 in 25s?
But 1 in 25s, yeah.
Holy smokes! What did you do? Just getting good with your LCS?
What did you do?
Order for because I had diamond. I was ordering through diamond.
Got you.
Mac was like, who'd you kill?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, that's the book right there. That's the one when he gets his arm cut off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm
an LCS owner, and I didn't get any more than 50 copies of those.
I saw the writing on the wall. It's always it's not the first book. It's always the second book. Number 2s always have either a cameo or a first appearance in it. And
that was like last week whenever Theo asked me to shout out a High Republic book, and I was like, bro, it's Star Wars Adventures number 2, first Marchion Row. Yep. You gotta have that.
I think number 8 too.
Except that's the second Marchion Row because he shows up at the end of issue 1. Yeah, he shows up.
Well, yeah, but that's like last page cameo, and we won't get into the whole cameo versus first appearance.
First appearance. That's the first
different
time you see him,
episode,
so
guys.
it's the first appearance.
Different episode.
Oh, we're going into comic knowledge.
And then you need your High Republic Adventures number 5, where you see his face for the first time. And then you need Eye of the Storm, where you get his brutal origin story. Just absolutely brutal.
Dude.
What was the name of the Sith that came back in issue 12 for High Republic? I forgot the name.
It was issue 7, and it was Darth Krall.
Darth Krall, yeah.
Darth Krall, yeah. But his spirit showed in issue 12, his full appearance.
Right, in the in the like
Darth
vision
Krall
or whatever.
That was the Leveler.
Right.
Yeah, the Leveler. That's the thing. That's one.
Yeah. When you see it like in very full form in issue 15, but yeah, there was like 5 teases of the Leveler before you finally see it. The thing that sucks the life out of the Jedi, turns them into dust.
And you know what? That that just brought me back to something. Yoda's 900 years old, and Yoda in High Republic is 100. So,
Yeah,
actually,
and he
Yoda,
looks just like normal Yoda.
he's around. Yoda's around. So we may, Acolyte might show Yoda. That'd be crazy if they do that.
You could
That
even
would be
see
pretty
a
wild.
baby Grogu aged Yoda, like a babbling little one. Or
Hey,
whoever
guys.
the master that he trained under that talked to him that made him like speak so badly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who trained
Hey,
Yoda? That's-
Guys,
What's up, Phil?
so I want to thank you all for making it out tonight. It's about 2 a.m. out here on the West Coast, and we do have to be respectful to the people that made it through our entire episode here and keep it to 90
Hats off.
minutes. Theo, why don't you take us home, brother? Why don't you get all the round tables, because I'm lagging super bad, so I don't want to mess up.
I got you. So, guys, really quick, if you're in the chat right now, we do appreciate you. If you can like and comment on the video, we appreciate you even more. We're at 925 subs right now. So if you have not subbed up to the channel, make sure you do that. When we get to 1,000, we're going to do something stupid. Yeah. AKA giveaway. There you
Better
go.
than usual.
Hey, show
And,
some clap.
yeah, Phil's still in Vegas. I think we're still on for this Sunday.
Yep.
But we will post about it. We'll schedule it. We'll let you guys know. And yeah, I'm looking forward to
And more
next
Star
watch.
Wars shows will be coming after
It was
this. More Dan's, more Doctor of Comics joining Mac and Theo and I. So
Yeah, this
lots
was
of good
fun.
stuff. Yeah.
We still
That
do
was
on
my first watch,
Thursday.
Thanks for having
guys.
us
Good
on.
time.
Yeah, absolutely. Doc, what was anything big going on with you this week?
Nothing going big this week, but I did book my trip for Dallas Fan Expo so I can meet. And I bought tickets to get signatures from Rosie Dawson. Going to be seeing Charlie Cox, Vincent D'Onofrio, the whole Punisher, the whole gang.
Nice.
But nothing special this week. Only thing there's something going on special this week. Hey, show some class. Subscribe to the channel, you guys. These guys are doing really good. So subscribe to the channel. There's my pitch.
Appreciate that, Doc. For sure.
Dan, how about you? What do you got coming down the pipeline? Anything crazy?
Next weekend, I'm going to be meeting the armorer and getting her to sign 3 sketch covers that I'm doing of her and an action figure. So that's going to be the highlight of
That's dope.
my 2 weeks.
Heck yeah,
Plus,
dude.
Hayden Christensen's going to be there, so I'm going to hopefully get a chance to see Vader and touch
Nice.
him, get some sweat on my body from him. Who knows? Just sad in his glory. But he cost a fortune to get SIGs from. Holy.
$200. I know. I spent $1,000.
Mac, how about you? What do you got coming down
Yeah.
the pipeline?
I'm not sure exactly how much of our viewership is from my neck of the woods, but if you are, then I'm going to be at Fayetteville Comic-Con Friday through Sunday helping out my mentor. So if you're in the area, if you want to meet me, if you want to talk Star Wars, if you want to hang out and walk the convention floor, definitely come and find me. It'll be pretty easy to find me. There's usually only about 40, 50 vendors there, and it's a relatively small convention center comparatively to some of these bigger shows. I guess probably the next couple days, I'd like to say I would be putting out some content, but more than likely I got my hands full with my regular tasks while I'm still healing from my wisdom tooth surgery. So I probably won't be putting any content out until Thursday or Friday, I'd like to say. But get some out because I meant to get out a video or a reel or maybe just a picture. I don't know. I got to kind of devise exactly how I'm going to do it. But I feel like there's a big character that's going to more than likely be a certain level of significance. It's really hard to tell with how well Star Wars is constantly kept under wraps for Phase 3 of the High Republic. And she's actually made a cameo in the current ongoing Star Wars run. And I want to touch on that.
Yeah.
So,
I heard
Sweet.
about that as well, about how she's the main villain. I luckily got that second appearance with her on the cover.
right.
The second printing, I should say, with her on the cover. That was
Nice.
High Republic Blade 2, right?
Oh, no. I wasn't talking about her, but I did hear she's going to be a big character. I'm talking about just in the regular Star Wars run, they've shown, I guess I'll kind of like air it out a little bit here, but go in further detail later this week. but in issue 31 and 33 of the regular Star Wars run, there's basically this Jedi that's on a mural. And the Kazarak colony, for those of you who are reading the regular Star Wars comic, is basically this colony of people who are trapped in no space. And no space is basically where the Nile had their secret base. Think of it as being like a pocket inside hyperspace where most people, unless you have a path engine, you can't reach that area. And these people originally got here through having path engines or being brought here, but then they kind of, I guess, all fizzled out, or maybe they were once part of the Nile and generations have passed, so now they don't have the technology to leave no space. But they have a mural of a Jedi that once helped them, and I think based on the fact that that character hasn't been mentioned in phase 1 or phase 2, more than likely, but yet she is, you know, a good guy, or I'm at least led to believe that she's probably a protagonist helping people in the galaxy fight against the Nile, that more than likely she's going to pop up at somewhere in phase 3.
Cool. Heck yeah, dude. Theo, anything for you, brother?
Just the usual Whatnot sale tomorrow. Well, today technically, and then Vegas Comic-Con at the end of the month. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, hopefully I'm going to be coming home from Vegas, and I'll be able to have an actual reception and be able to be seen on camera again. Holy crap!
Yeah, you were like our Force
that.
Ghost this episode.
Hey, we made it through it though. Okay, first one, good to go.
I'm so ashamed. I've looked so forward to this. I was pushing for Star Wars for so long, and then we get a watch party. I'm like in and out like I'm freaking. Anyways, max headroom just popping in and out randomly. But yeah, guys, everybody, thank you for joining tonight. Thank you for making it out, and we look forward to seeing you on Sunday. And have some open mic time and some good time with friends and fam. And until then, everybody, take care, and we'll see you again soon.
Appreciate you guys.
Peace, people.
Love you.